Good day, everyone. I can hardly believe that it is the week of June 8th already. Time is flying by and summer is almost here. Well, I have really enjoyed studying Benjamin Britten's Young Person's Guide to the Orchestra with you, and I'm excited about today's lesson. It's the conclusion of the piece of music, and I think we're in for a good and exciting time. Today, we are going to talk about this section of this piece called a fugue. You say this word fugue. Everybody say it together. Fugue. And a fugue is actually an Italian word that means flight or like chase. And a fugue is kind of like a chase because a fugue is a part of a song written for several parts or several different instruments, much like a round. A round, as you know, for example, row, row, row your boat, is when we have maybe 4 people or groups of people, and the group 1 is going to start by singing, row, row, row your boat. And as they continue on, group 2 begins the song from the beginning. Row, row, row your boat. And then group 3 joins, but they start from the beginning. So each group, when they begin the song, starts at the beginning. And the other groups that went before are continuing on. So before we get into our fugue, I would like to just have some fun, and I would like for you to join my family. I have 3 of my kids here with me today, and we're going to go sit down by the lake, and we're going to sing around. So would you join me in singing Row, Row, Row Your Boat with 3 of my children?
Hi, everyone. I'm here today by the lake with my children, and they'd love to introduce themselves to you. We have
Victoria!
And we have
Grace.
Who?
Grace.
Benjamin.
You met Benjamin on the drums.
Oh, yeah.
And then we have Grizzly, who you've seen before, and
Shuby,
who you've seen before. So, since we're by the water, in our next video, actually, we're going to go for a boat ride. But right now, we thought we would sing around about rowing a boat. And I think you've known this song. You've sung it before, called Row, Row, Row Your Boat. And around is when we have one song, but different groups can begin the song at different times. So we're going to give you a little demonstration on singing Row, Row, Row Your Boat as a round. All right, here we go. I'm going to start. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream.
Gently down the stream. Life is but a merrily, merrily, life is but a dream.
Okay, so now are you ready to do it with us?
Yeah!
So you have to choose, do you want to sing with me, it's part 1, or do you want to sing with Ben, you're part 2, Gracie's part 3, and Victoria is part 4. And these guys are just going to listen and look pretty. All right, so here we go. Did you pick your part? Part 1, 2, 3, or 4? Here we go. Part 1, we're going to start. Here we go. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream.
Gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream.
How did you do?
Great.
Good, you did good. All right, so now you're going to pick a different part to sing. If you sang part 1, pick another part. And we're going to sing it twice in a row this time. So 2 times. See if you can keep on going. All right, if you're singing part 1, here we go. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream.
Gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream.
Oh, great job, everybody. And Grizzly wants to give you a clap.
That was a lot of fun. Thanks for singing that round with us. So back to our fugue. So now, the main theme for a fugue is called the subject. And the subject is going to be introduced by each instrument of the orchestra. So each instrument is going to get a turn at playing the subject, and then they're going to go on and play something else while another instrument is playing the subject. And each time they play the subject and move on to play something different, that something different is called a counter subject. Everybody say that together. Counter subject. So first they play the subject, the main theme, the main idea, and then they go on to play the counter subject while somebody else is playing the subject. So in the variations that we've listened to, the orchestra was kind of taken apart, right? One family of instrument at a time. And now Benjamin Britten is putting the orchestra back together, one instrument at a time. And once we get through all the instruments and we get to the end of the fugue, we have the main theme by Henry Purcell, the one that went bum, 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 the main theme. That's played by the brass, while the other instruments are still playing the fugue at the same time. So there's a lot going on in the end of this piece. And then at the very end, after all of that happens, we have something called the coda. And the coda, if you remember, sometimes we've talked about codas. The coda in Italian means, do you remember? It means tail, like the tail of an animal. The tail of an animal is the end of the animal. So the coda is the ending of a piece of music. And it's just like a little additional add-on that we'll hear at the end. And the coda is not written by Purcell, but who is it written by, do you think? Benjamin Britten. All right, are you ready to end up our study of Young Person's Guide to the Orchestra? Here we go. Okay, now we're going to begin the fugue. It's going to start in the woodwind section with the piccolo, with the highest instrument, and work its way down. Here we go. This is the subject. Now it moves to the flutes. It's going to keep going down. The next instrument, oboes, clarinets, bassoon, you hear that now it's the strings, so now we work from the highest to the lowest. Violin is the highest. Viola. Remember, it's like a chase, one after the other, the subject going from one to the other. Cello. Double bass. And you can hear the counter subject in the background. Harp. Moving to the brass.
brass section, starting with the French horns. Trombones. Bring in the percussion. Here's where the brass is playing the main theme. While everyone else is still playing the fugue. Here's the coda. Well, I hope you thought that was as exciting of an ending as I did. So what I would like you to do is I would like to hear your response from what we've listened to all these weeks, and send me a private message of which part was your favorite. Did you enjoy the main theme more? Did you enjoy one of the variations? Or did you enjoy the fugue? You may want to take a listen to the whole piece one more time. Listen to it in its entirety. Really enjoy the whole stand it. So once again, tell me why. And any other comments you have. Love to hear from you. Wish I could see you. Miss you very much. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye-bye.